Remembering a Hero.
My brother was a hero.
The story of Victor Castañeda Jr. and his heroic sacrifice. Caplin News is live. Opening doors.
They need meseros, they need people to serve tables.
A center that helps refugees find jobs ahead of Trump's vow to the largest deportation program to date. And a look into the Latin Grammys. On one of the biggest nights of the year for Latin music. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Dylan Bazay.
And I'm Julian Lascano. Today is Monday, November 18th, 2024.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
Hailed as a hero, a teen is honored in a special ceremony after his life came to a tragic end. Family members and friends gathered over the weekend on the same beach where Victor Castañeda Jr. disappeared.
Caplin's David Lascano was at the gathering and joins us live this morning.
Good morning, guys. Now, for many beachgoers, this may just seem like another day, and there are no evidence of the events that transpired on Saturday, but the dark clouds are still around. This is the last place where Victor Castañeda was seen and where his family and friends gathered to say their goodbyes. The death of a hero was commemorated this Saturday on South Beach.
My brother was a hero. He was a hero.
On November 9th, the 19-year-old Victor Castañeda was caught up and dragged by the rip current at South Point Beach after heroically saving his sister.
Un buen hermano, porque dio su vida como un héroe por su hermanita.
His loved ones hanged onto what little hope they had, but after 3 days of searching, the remains of his body washed up ashore in Key Biscayne.
Bueno, yo hasta el último momento pensé que él estaba vivo, que tal vez estaba en una ramita y estaba esperándonos. Pero yo decía, él está ahí, él está en algún lugar él está agarradito. Hasta ayer ya que nos dieron la triste noticia.
The memorial began at 4:30 and continued until the sky was pitch black. South Beach was filled by the friends and families of the victim, wearing forever 19 shirts to honor his death and holding each other up as their tears camouflaged with the breeze.
All of his friends came. My brother was an amazing person, and to know him was really to love him.
His family will always remember Victor as a devoted brother, a hero at all times, as they released 3 white doves to say their last goodbyes.
We love you, Vic.
If you want to help the Castañeda family, you can look up their GoFundMe where they have raised more than $30,000. Now, as you can see, they released 3 white doves to end the ceremony, but one of them did not want to leave. Many in the crowd believe this to be the spirit of Victor, who wanted to stick around for a while longer. For Caplin News, I'm David Lascano.
Some long-range American firepower is now in the hands of the Ukrainian army and now approved for use in the war against Russia. As CNN's Amy Riley reports, it was just approved by President Biden.
It's definitely welcome news for the Ukrainians. Maybe a little bit too late for them.
President Joe Biden is giving Ukraine permission to use long-range U.S. weapons in Russia, according to 2 U.S. officials. Military experts say that could help Ukraine retain vital territory, but some observers worry about Russia's potential response.
Hits are not made with words. Such things don't need announcements. Missiles will speak for themselves.
One official says the Army tactical missile systems are primarily intended for use in the Kursk region for now. Allies hope Ukraine can hold on to it despite Moscow's deployment of about 50,000 troops there. That way, Ukraine can use it as a bargaining chip if peace talks occur.
It's not going to be a major game changer at the strategic level, but it could have strategic implications.
In September, the U.S. and U.K. debated letting Ukraine fire conventional Western missiles into Russia. Russian President Vladimir Putin responded by saying Moscow could use nuclear weapons if that happened. He also said if a nuclear power supported an assault in his country, he'd consider that nation a joint attacker.
The worries have tended to be overblown. We're not in some sort of war with Putin here.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
As President-elect Donald Trump vows to make history with the largest deportation program to date, San Antonio opens a center that welcomes refugees and helps them prepare to enter the workforce.
in a building off Summit Parkway that once housed UPS. Refugees, many from Cuba and Venezuela, are learning to speak English.
A lot of the people who come here, people think they're coming from Mexico, they're crossing the border. The people that we serve here mostly are the people who are coming from Afghanistan, that they came from Ukraine, from Russia.
In the Mother Teresa Center, 130 Catholic Charities employees help everyone become self-sufficient.
Muslims, Jewish, we welcome everybody.
J. Antonio Fernandez, president and CEO of Catholic Charities, says they paved the way for people to find a home and a job.
It's complicated to actually provide for someone who just arrived to one country.
The goal is to have all refugees working a steady job within 180 days.
We have factories, we have so many jobs, but we need to have people who are trained and certified to use heavy machinery. Restaurants who, in San Antonio, allow people to speak Spanish, and they need meseros, they need people to serve tables.
From a food pantry to a baby boutique, to youth mentoring, to childcare, to teaching life skills.
So this is one of the 3 enterprises that we have, is sewing.
It's wraparound care. Even a legal department helps with work permits.
It's actually a really busy place.
Each refugee who walks through these doors was granted political asylum by the U.S. government. They're living here legally.
And I know that we have a new administration coming in February, but we really think that this is going to be here for many, many years. It's a very interesting times, but for us, it was the right thing to do.
Mr. Fernandez says many of the refugees come to them from the Migrant Resource Center off San Pedro. He said right now about 300 people are still arriving here every day, compared to about 1,200 people this time last year. Alicia Nieves, KENS 5.
President-elect Trump has made a series of picks this weekend in an effort to fill out positions within his cabinet before his inauguration next year. These picks include Brendan Carr as chairman of the Federal Communications Commission, Caroline Leavitt as his press secretary, and Chris Wright as the Secretary of Energy. With some of his selections serving in his previous administration, many still speculate who his upcoming picks will be.
An adversary recently hacked emails shared between the Library of Congress staff and congressional offices. In a statement by Communications Director Bill Ryan, he said that the breach has been mitigated and the matter has been referred to law enforcement, although it is not clear what information was obtained during the hacking, which took place between January and September of this year. Speculations about who may have infiltrated lead many to believe the attacks were from China and Iran.
An E. coli outbreak linked to organic carrots has killed 1 person and sickened dozens of other people in 18 states. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention are investigating Grimway Farms, a carrot producer in California that recalled its bagged organic baby and whole carrots at Trader Joe's, Wegmans, and more. The company said that recalled carrots are likely no longer sold in stores, but may still be in people's homes.
Spirit Airlines, a popular budget flight choice, has filed for bankruptcy protection. The airline says guests can continue to fly on flights already booked and even book new ones. Company stock is expected to plummet. While it is possible that filing for bankruptcy could see Spirit come out stronger than ever, it's also possible that the airline is bought out and forced to liquidate.
While small business owners hope for a huge return this holiday season, that may not be what they get. Many small business owners say inflation is causing shops to raise prices over the years, still according to surveys by the National Federation of Independent Businesses. Americans plan to spend big during the holidays, bringing optimism and reward that will help make up for the years of price increases.
Some good news for people who are not fans of telemarketing phone calls.
That's still ahead, and so is the story.
It is a wow moment for Latin music, and we are here in attendance.
The Latin Grammy Awards was one of the hottest tickets in South Florida last week. If you weren't able to get one, you can be our +1. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
Radcliffe Art and Design Incubator is the velocity accompanying the fellow's rudder, as in a boat. Unless there is movement or action, the planned direction is of little consequence. We encourage the creative ideas into action, and from the experience of doing, we critically assess the feedback, adjust, and set out to rediscover the potentialities of an entrepreneurial mindset.
STEM is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Stars on stage at the Kaseya Center. It was all for last Thursday's Latin Grammy Awards.
Caplin Sarah Mercedes was there.
It is finally here. The 25th annual Latin Grammy Awards ceremony has arrived to Miami. We are here to celebrate the Latin passion and the Latin talent through bachata, salsa, pop, and even reggaeton with artists like Becky G, David Bisbal, and Marc Anthony. This night is certainly gonna be unforgettable. Karol G, nominated 8 times, is making history by winning Best Urban Music Album for Mañana Será Bonito. A standout moment has been the iconic collaboration between Pitbull and Bon Jovi, blending genres and generations in a performance that quickly became an audience favorite. Juan Luis Guerra has set the record of the year, taking home 4 awards. The event strengthens the unity of the Latin community.
It's an incredible occasion to celebrate all the music, the Latin culture, and the unity of various genres.
It is a wow moment for Latin music, and we are here in attendance.
And also serves as a gateway for advocacy. An example, David Bisbal publicly showing his support for Valencia, recently destroyed with floods. The Grammys resulted into a captivating, magical night and continues to be a global stage for music that inspires and unites. Reporting from Miami, I am Sara Mercedes for Caplin News.
According to the FTC, the number of telemarketing calls people are receiving has dropped by more than 50% for the last 3 straight years. The FTC banned the impersonation of government agencies or businesses and expanded the telemarketing sales rule to protect businesses facing illegal telemarketing and AI scam calls. You can add your number to the FTC's National Do Not Call Registry to block most telemarketing calls. You're watching Newsbreak, and we're coming right back.
See us dream. See us remember. See us protest.
You matter. Your feelings matter. Your identity matters. Everything about who you are matters.
See us fight back. See us rebuild. See us shatter stereotypes. See us inspire. See us united. See us now.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Dylan Pazay.
I'm Julian Lascano. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.